Good evening, members of the board and college. Medium Bright Altman once said, if we don't stand up for children, then we don't stand for much. I stand before you today to speak on one of the most important issues in early childhood special education, early intervention for young children with developmental delay or disability. Research constantly shows that the earlier children receive support, the more likely they are to thrive academically, socially, and emotionally. Currently, 2017. Yet, across our nation, many families face long wait lists, inconsistent access to service, or difficulty navigating the complex system to secure help for their children. These barriers delay critical intervention during the first year of life, when the brain is most adaptable and responsive to learning. This issue affects multiple stockholder family are at the center as they need tools, resource, and guidance to support their child growth. Educators and especially our stakeholders because they are responsible for delivering appropriate interventions, communities, and policymakers also play a role as funding and systemic support determine whether services are accessible and equitable. The Individual with Disability Education Act, IDEA, maintains early intervention service through Part C for infant and toddlers and Part B for preschooler. Research confirms that early support in areas like speech, motor skills, and social emotional development reduce the need for intensive service later in life. For example, longitudinal study such as the HighScope Perry Preschool project demonstrate that early high quality intervention improve not just school outcomes but also long-term social and economic well-being. Alignment with best practice, delaying or limiting access to intervention is not aligned with best practice. Best practices emphasize family-centered play-based approaches that integrate therapies into everyday routine. Division for Early Childhood 2024. Early childhood professionals are trained to individualize instruction and base goals in daily activity and collaborate with families to ensure the process across setting. Without timely access, this opportunity for growth are lost, and children may enter kindergarten already behind. I advocate for three clear actions. One, expand access to early intervention programs by increasing funding and reducing wait times for families can access service when concern first arise. Two, provide family education and support, equipment parents with strategies to reinforce developmental goals at home. Three, a strengthened partnership between early intervention providers and early childhood programs, ensuring smooth transition as children move from home base or Part C service into preschool or kindergarten. This step will not only improve readiness for school but also reduce the long-term costs associated with special education and remedial program. Supporting families and the profession by strengthening early intervention, we optimize learning opportunities for children, especially those most vulnerable family benefit from the confidence and tools to support their child's development. Teachers gain professional grow as they learn strategies that create more inclusive classroom. Together, we build a system that honors the diversity and potential of every child. Organizations such as Division for Early Childhood, DEC, for the Concert for Exceptional Children, and the National Association for the Education of Young Children, that will be the NAEYC, advocate nationally for improved early intervention, practice locally, partnership with Head Start and Early Head Start program can also extend service to underserved community. Those organizations provide resource, professional development, and advocacy effort that directly support educators and family. Christian worldview connection. From a Christian worldview, we are called to care for the needs of those. Matthew 25:40. Uh, Advocating for early intervention is an act of service that promotes justice, compassion, and equity. By ensuring that every child, regardless of ability, has access to high quality support, we reflect the value of identity, fairness, and stewardship. In closing, early intervention is not just an educational issue. It is a moral responsibility. By acting early, supporting family, and strengthening system, we give children the foundation they need to thrive. I urge you to join me advocating for expanding access to early intervention so that no child potential is left behind. Thank you for watching.